So last week I shared with you a top 5, and that was the top 5 cheap stocks for summer. Got a lot of great feedback on that, so I got another top 5 coming to you this week. However, we're going to take a different turn. We're going to look at the top 5 stocks traded by Robinhood traders. You don't want to miss this. Let's get going. Hey everyone, Tom Gentile. Welcome to Tom's Trading Room. You know what we do here. We show you how to spot rules-based opportunities and create alternative risk trades other than simply buying and going long. And this week, I want to talk about the top stocks that are being traded at Robinhood. Now, I own a Robinhood account. I have a Robinhood account, and I want to share with you at the end of the video where you can find this information. But for right now, let's talk about those stocks, counting them down, starting with number 5. And with number 5, we have AMC. This is AMC Entertainment Holdings, as you can see, starting back at the, let's call it the beginning of summer. This was a $10 stock that quickly became a $70 stock in the meme games. All right, kind of like the Hunger Games, but it was the meme games. And the meme traders took this all the way above 70, came right back down into the 40s. But since then, we've been seeing a series of these lower highs followed by lower lows. 65 became 35. And then 47 became 30. And most recently, 38 became 29 before the most recent rally that we have. Robinhood traders love trading this particular stock. I think this is what ultimately got them going to love Robinhood and then eventually to hate Robinhood. But there's an end to this story that's coming. Let's start next with number 4. And number 4 is Tesla Motors, symbol TSLA. Tesla Motors has literally been in a wide sideways pattern. If you go all the way back to the end of April, 750 on the chart became 550 on the chart. Then we started seeing an area here where we're seeing higher lows and higher highs. Most recent earnings report took the stock from the mid 6s up to the low 7s before starting to fall back down again. What we see here is if Tesla is going to make that move up and you want to take advantage of potentially an up run in Tesla, then buying calls is not the way to do it. The volatility has jumped off the chain here, and this looks more like an option spreading opportunity. Number 3 is a fan favorite, Apple, symbol AAPL. Now, Apple back in April had its Q1 earnings report. Q1 actually, just like all the earnings reports, have been fantastic. However, wasn't good enough for traders as they took the stock back down into the low 120s, had about a triple bottom out here, ended in June, pushed the stock from 124 all the way up to 150. It has been having trouble at the 150 area, even with the most recent earnings report also blowing it out of the water. Stock has been selling off on that news. We get above 150 and close above 150, we could see new signs of life at Apple. The options on Apple are very cheap compared to where they've been, with volatility, with options trading at about 33 to 35% off where they were just a few weeks ago. Number 2, moving into the world of crypto, we've got Coinbase, and Coinbase is the number 2 stock being traded at Robinhood right now. Coinbase IPO'd above 300, and it has not seen 300 since May the 12th. In fact, it's broken down to as low as 210. In fact, it hit 215 not once, not twice, but 3 times in both May, June, and July before looking like it's formed a bottom and starting to trend out higher. Now, the other thing that's happened is the bottom also looks to have occurred in option volatility, because the option volatility also bottomed around June, has moved up high. Now, it's dropped down since then, since the earnings report. The stock seems to be settling in and is finding some very interesting support levels around the 255 area for Coinbase. And our number 1 stock traded by Robinhood traders is none other than Robinhood itself, symbol HOOD. This one's only been around for a couple of weeks trading options, but it's already gone absolutely crazy as a stock. Remember, It IPO'd in the 30s and it hung out into the low 30s until the day the options came public. And that's where you saw this big move up and subsequently a big move down. All right, a couple days later, and we're sitting back on highs around 60, but that has came to fruition. We've now dropped below the day that the options became public. And based on this trend, I don't see this changing anytime soon. Robinhood now seems to be on a trend where it's going to possibly take itself to the low 40s within the next 30 days or so. If, however, if you feel like this is a stock for you as far as buying it or as far as selling it, the best thing I'm looking at right now based on volatility, because look at the volatility readings. It might look cheap from where it was a couple of weeks ago, but we're talking about volatility still trading over a 110 range, even though its high was at 250. So cheap compared to where it's been in the last 2 weeks, expensive, just plain period expensive. So best way to take advantage of this is like some of the high dollar stocks, spreading options, bull call spreads if we're bullish, and bear put spreads if we're bearish. And that's my top 5 for you today. Remember, we really weren't looking at whether these were bullish or bearish picks, but trying to find out where the retail crowd is trading. Now we know what the retail crowd is trading. Let me show you one more thing, how to get this list for yourself. So what you do to get this list, as well as the top 100 most popular stocks traded at Robinhood, is simply do this. Log in to Robinhood.com and then look for the top 100 most popular. These are the most popular stocks traded by the Robinhood community. And here you go. There's Robinhood number 1, Coinbase number 2, Apple number 3, Tesla number 4, and AMC Entertainment to round out the top 5. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, help us out. Like this channel if you found this educational. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. You'll get videos like this and live streams, which happen all the time. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.